I love putting beans in my chili, so much so that this chili recipe is exclusively beans. In fact, it's completely vegan and relies on a handful of pantry staples. And yes, it does require a food processor, but I promise we really get our money's worth with it. And by that I mean we use it for almost every ingredient that goes in. And since they're all plant-based, you don't even have to wash it in between. Start by pulsing some onions and sauteing them until they're reduced about by half, and then add in 3 cloves of garlic. And once the garlic is nice and fragrant, we're gonna add in a plethora of spices. Be really generous with these because this is where the bulk of the flavor of the chili comes from. And once everything is nice and combined, add a few tablespoons of tomato paste and get it nice and toasty. Now for the star of the show, the beans. I used chickpeas and black beans here, but you could use any beans that you want. The key is to add half of them whole and half of them to the food processor. This helps the chili meld together better and gives it a texture that's more similar to traditional beef chili. Lastly, I pulsed up some diced tomatoes because that's all I had, but you could definitely just use pureed. Then finished it off with some broth and soy sauce for a little extra umami. Then I let it simmer for about 30 minutes, which was the perfect amount of time to clean the food processor and prep my garnishes so I was ready to plate. I'm a dietitian and I'm always trying to convince people to eat more beans because they're packed with nutrients like potassium and fiber that most of us aren't getting enough of. So if you need inspiration for delicious and healthy recipes or approachable nutrition tips, give me a follow.